Hi guys, Donna here with your weekly mini reading for October 21st to the 27th, 2024. Real quickly before I get started, I'd like to send my love and condolences to my friend Kevin, who lost his mom this weekend unexpectedly. Kevin, we love you and we're sending you lots of love, lots of angels, lots of support, and, prayers of comfort to you and your family. Okay, as we get started, last week we had Support, Serenity, and Nature from Healing with Angels by Dorian Virtue. We had Someone New is Coming in the Sword of Light. And we had Clean Energy Food from the Abundance Angels. Our affirmation last week was, my authentic self is my most powerful state. So I do hope you were able to work in some of those energies last week, especially the support, the serenity, and the nature cards. It's kind of crazy right now, and the frenzy will continue through the election, and then it becomes holiday time. Halloween will be upon us, and then we have the election, and then next thing you know, it's Thanksgiving, and next thing you know, it's Christmas and New Year's, and so the frenzy starts. So the more that we can figure out how to spend some time in nature, how to feel the support that's around us and allow ourselves to find that serenity and peace within ourselves, the easier the next quarter will go. Also, the clean energy food. I hope you were able to maybe add some organic food into your diet, or at least reassess what it is that you would like to put in your body before you do. If for some reason you're not changing your diet, I would recommend that you just kind of say a simple prayer over the food, giving it, changing its vibration and allowing it to align with what it is your body needs from that particular food. What nutrients does your body need from this? And then just kind of say a short prayer over it, thanking, the universe, God, whatever you choose. Mine is usually, thank you, Father, for, blessing this food and those that prepared it, so that we may all benefit and get nourishment from it. Amen. That's simple. You just can put a prayer over it, and that will change the vibration. I really used that affirmation this week. My authentic self is my most powerful state, because sometimes I think it's easy to go along with the crowd, or maybe not speak out when you feel that you should, because you're just fearful of how people might judge you. But walking and talking and being in your authentic self helps you find the power to find your voice, but also to empower others to find theirs. So I'm going to call in St. Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and Gabriel, as I always do. Plus, we had a full moon last week that I totally spaced and missed. But on Friday morning, I was going into work, and it was so beautiful. There was a pink sky with, and I looked up, and there was the full moon. Luna was shining down, and boy, did that make my day. It was just a gorgeous morning. I hope you've been looking out at the sky, maybe even at night, because we've been getting some really great different colors showing up with the aurora borealis. Although for some of us that are sensitive to the solar flares, that's not always helpful all the time. Okay, here we go. So the first card that came out was forgiveness. Then we have music. And then finally we have divine timing. So the forgiveness card is the first card to come out of the deck this week. So where in your life do you need to forgive yourself? Have you been holding on to something that you no longer wish to, and now it's time to just let it go? Because the forgiveness card is about that empowerment. It's about allowing ourselves the grace to heal and the grace to say, I'm going to forgive myself for trusting that person, or I'm going to forgive myself, excuse me, because I didn't do this, that, or the other, or maybe I shoulda, woulda, couldas. The shoulda, woulda, couldas don't ever help us, but the forgiveness card helps bring that peace and serenity within ourselves. Also, I would say it's about giving yourself permission to not forgive if you're not in that place of forgiveness. It's okay, because sometimes we feel justified in not forgiving someone who has hurt us or caused us pain, and that's okay too. I personally had some issues with that once upon a time, and so what I did is I simply said, okay, in the Catholic tradition, it was okay, I can give this to Jesus. And if I give this to Jesus, one day I'll wake up and I'll have forgiveness in my heart. And I may have told this story before, but the truth is that's how it worked for me. I wasn't willing to forgive this particular person. So I handed it to Jesus, knowing that eventually, at some time in my future, I would wake up with forgiveness in my heart. And that's exactly what happened. Now, I must admit, it took a few years to have that happen. But one day I woke up and I just had this lightness in my heart. And I knew that the forgiveness energy I had finally let go of whatever it was I was holding on to so that I could move into the forgiveness energy of love. Next, we have music. So if you play a musical instrument, add music back into your life. Start to play the music. Start to play music in your room. Start to change, excuse me, the vibration of your surroundings. You know, because when we add music, it helps lift our spirits. It helps get us in a good mood. Sometimes we want to be energized. Sometimes we want to find that calmness and that serenity. So what I would encourage you this week is to add music somewhere, and also watch for the signs in the music from loved ones who have passed. Just like Kevin's mom, she might be speaking to him through music. Or it could be that you have someone who has passed on many years ago and you've been thinking about them lately, and you think, wow, you know, I really wish I could hear from them. And then their favorite song comes on the radio. So watch for the signs in the music. Then, last but not least, we have divine timing, reminding ourselves that everything is in divine and perfect order. We have plenty of time to get things accomplished, even though sometimes we don't feel that. But know that divine timing is in play. And when this card comes, this is saying don't rush the outcome, because there's something to be learned during this time, what I like to call the pause or the ebb of the flow. You have to allow everything to unfold organically. And if you're like me, who likes to control everything, sometimes that's really a challenge. But I'm reminded this week to allow the divine timing to work in my life, to realize nothing has passed me by. I still have plenty of time to get things done, and know that everything is in divine and perfect order, even though sometimes it doesn't always feel that way. So through the divine timing, you're able to hear the music of your soul and the music that's surrounding you now, so that you can find that deep sense of peace and forgiveness in your heart space. Because the green of this forgiveness card is also in the heart space. Next, we're going to ask St. Michael what kind of message he might like to add. Oh, okay. Regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. So this is a week of staying grounded, refocusing on your priorities, refocusing on self-care, and where you need to take care of you. Because only by taking care of you, only by being really conscious and in the moment and being tuned into who you are, can you refocus onto what's really important? Reprioritize. Where do you need to reprioritize your life? I do love this card. I love the Archangel Michael's sword, and then you have the Metatron cubes around it. It's just really gorgeous and lovely. And then it's got the pink and the purple and the green and the blue, all the archangels showing up. So see where you can regain your focus. Maybe you've been wanting to do something and you get distracted, and now's the time to, go, oh, wait, this is what I want to do. I've been exploring what's my heart's desire, because it changes, every time a full moon comes up. I think, what am I going to be illuminated on? What am I going to learn in the next 30 days? What is it that the moon is going to show me? Because usually it's about shadows, right? But when we have a full moon, the sun is illuminating. I was reminded of that on the moon, and so it illuminates us. And then our angels of abundance say positivity, faith, and optimism. Wow. Okay. So you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Wow. So this is a great card to end this reading with, right? Positivity, faith, and optimism. That might be what you need to focus on this week, because we all get caught up in the negativity of life, right? Of what's around us, of the world, of all the things going on. But if we can just start to our gratitude list and remember what positive things are happening, and expecting a positive outcome as opposed to a negative outcome. And then as you do that, more positive opportunities come to you. It's about surrounding yourself with the right kind of people, right? Making sure that the people that you're surrounding yourself with are really on your side, are really your cheerleaders. Like, I'm your cheerleader, but do you have people in your life that you can go to that will say, no, really, I know that's really hard, but what if we look at it this way? What if we try to see this as a blessing in disguise? It doesn't feel that way in that moment, but if we have people around us that love and support us, like last week we had this support card, so lean into the people that you need to support with, and remember to find the positivity, the faith, and most importantly, the optimism. That's somewhat challenging right now, don't you agree? I think so, because sometimes I have trouble finding that optimism too. Even though I'm a very positive person, sometimes it's just, I think it's as simple as when I think about the optimism and positivity, it's remembering seeing that pink sky with that full moon, Luna, watching over me as I'm driving in the car. How great is that? And it was so beautiful, and the morning was just crisp enough, not too chilly, but just crisp enough, and I didn't expect Luna to still be high in the sky. Okay. The card of the affirmation this week is, I am and have always been more than enough. Right? I am and have always been more than enough. So if we're feeling less than, this is the week to practice. I am and have always been more than enough. You are enough. You are here. You have a purpose. You're breathing and you're here, and you don't know why, what you want to do necessarily, where you want to go, or, maybe you had dreams and now you look at your life and you go, oh man, I didn't think I'd be here. But you are, and you have to know that if you're here, then all those experiences have made you who you are today. And that makes you beautiful, and it helps you grow into that kind of person that you want to emulate out into the world so that you can inspire others. I am and have always been more than enough. So if you're struggling with low self-esteem, or you're feeling like you're not enough, that card is saying that's not true. You are more than enough. You have always been enough. So working with those energies will help you this week, I think, stay in that optimism, right? Looking for that forgiveness inside ourselves lightens our load, because if we can forgive ourselves or forgive others, whatever it is that you need to do with the forgiveness card, then you can feel lighter and you'll be able to find that joy and that optimism. So I hope you like this mini reading. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, just hit the notification bell and the subscribe button. If you press the like, the more likes I get, apparently the algorithm will put me out there more. Thank you so much for being part of this community. And again, Kevin, we love you and we're with you in spirit. Know that you are not alone, that you have lots of support. You have a lot of people who love you. And we send our deepest heartfelt condolences to you and your family. Love you, honey. Have a great week. We will see you next Monday. And don't forget, you're always on my Reiki Radar.